Hi, my name is Jennifer Strauss. I'm in Montello, Wisconsin. I am a writer and I'm my own self advocate, and I have mosaic Down syndrome. I was diagnosed when I was 7 weeks old.
We live in a world where people hold each other to an unrealistic standard, minimizing room for error. So quick to judge those who are different. But it's our own differences that make us so uniquely made, perfectly blended with beauty and flaws. But if we learn to accept the flaws of others, just maybe we'll embrace our own. What if we gave each other the same grace that we desire when it comes to our own imperfections? Perfect. Down syndrome through our eyes.
One, and the most common way, is just a spontaneous event during the formation of either eggs or sperm, right? So this spontaneous event happens, which we're trying to understand better, that leads to, during the cell division, during that formation of the egg or sperm, the chromosome just moves the wrong way, goes to the wrong daughter cell, and that, again, leads to the extra chromosome 21 once the egg or the sperm is fertilized. It's highly associated with actually the age of the egg. And just to kind of put that in perspective, the formation of eggs is very unique for women compared to the timing of the formation of sperm. Really, the age of that egg depends or has influence on whether that whole event of moving the chromosomes around properly to each cell in each cell division. So, for example, something like a woman who's 25 years old, or her egg's about that old, the chance of having this spontaneous event is about 1 in 1,200. Or if you take a woman who's 35 years old, it's about 1 in 350. Or if you take a woman who's 45 years old, it's something like 1 in 50. So the older the egg is, the more chance it has to have this spontaneous event. Something like 95% of individuals with Down syndrome are the result of this spontaneous event. Not inherited. It's not inherited. As I said, it's a spontaneous event. Occurs among all racial groups or among all ethnic groups, all socioeconomic, levels, everything. Then there's another type that is much more rare, and that is the extra chromosome 21 being due to what they call a chromosome translocation. And that's just where the extra chromosome material is stuck on to another chromosome, one of the other numbers, like chromosome 14 or chromosome 15. About 4% of individuals with Down syndrome have this kind of event. Sometimes that type of event is inherited. Not very often, but something like a third of that 4% can be inherited. And so you might see Down syndrome occurring in relatives. But you can pick that up on a test. And then the last kind is called MOSAIC, the last way, and that's just, as mosaic means, it's a mixture of cells that form the body. Some of them have the extra chromosome 21 and some of them don't. And about 1 to 2% of individuals with Down syndrome have this mosaic kind of outcome. So the most are due to the spontaneous event. A lot of that is related to the age of the oocyte, and then a very small proportion to the translocation and to the mosaic errors.
When people say bad things about you, it's only a reflection of themselves and not you. They are also insecure with themselves as well. So the next time someone starts talking mean about you, just remember that it only is a reflection of them, not you. Well, with me having Down syndrome, in high school, not everyone knew that I had Down syndrome. So I was trying my best to treat everyone equal, to whereas other people were not treating me equal. They were treating me like I was trash, questioning why I do things or why am I like that. Most people are quick to judge, and that's one thing that this world has a problem with, because you look at someone and they could be like disfigured, and people are quick to judge on why that person's disfigured. Or if it's not the disfiguration, it's something else. But with me having Down syndrome, MOSAIC Down syndrome to be precise, I made sure that I maintained a good image towards my peers to say, hey, treat me like anyone else. I'm no different than anyone else. And basically, no one is perfect. We come into this world screaming and kicking, and overall, in the end, we are living a wonderful life, whether we have a disability or not, special needs or not. We are still one and the same human beings. So, perfection does not exist. And whether you're in the in crowd or the out crowd, it doesn't matter. We want to be noticed. We want to be accepted for who we are as a person and to be treated with equality. Thank you.